Welcome back. This is PTSD video blog 8/30/2012. Where to start? September 11th is coming up, and that's a real rough time for me. I can feel myself just my body just kind of getting tense and kind of on edge about a lot of things. And I don't know. It's the first one after I started counseling, so it's kind of rough. And I find myself quick to get angry about little stuff. Stuff I can't control, which I'm really not an angry person, but I don't know, I'm just getting kind of agitated lately. So, I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. It's like a mix of anger and just I don't know. It's anger, it's hatred, it's intolerance. Intolerance is a big one. It's a lot of things. And I'm not normally like this. And I don't know how to deal with it right now. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I'm angry. But I guess it's kind of like the norm for a lot of things lately. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why I'm angry. I'm not an angry person. I don't like stupidity. I get hard on myself when I do something stupid or when I make a mistake, and but I don't know. It's weird. It's getting worse. I don't know what to do about it. Best I can do is maybe just kind of take a step back and evaluate everything and see why I'm getting so just worked up so fast. I mean, I yelled at two people today while driving, and I scared one of them. I was actually pretty vicious about that one. Lady driving down the road in front of me real slow, and there was a suicide lane there, and she had her blinker on, and she was acting like she was going to get over, but she kind of stopped halfway on the line, or halfway in the suicide lane, halfway in my lane, and just stopped. And I swooped around her because she stopped all of a sudden, and I yelled out my window, "You stupid cunt, that's why there's a suicide lane." And I looked in my rear view, and she just was she had this look of shock and horror on her face. So I don't know. To me, that was just, it wasn't okay for me to do that, but her driving? Oh, hell no. Get a clue. But yeah, I was angry at that moment. It was just that split second, and I really don't feel guilty about it, because maybe next time she won't stop halfway into my lane or another person's lane, and maybe next time she'll get over into the suicide lane. That's what they're there for. If you're going to be taking a left turn, on a street that doesn't have a turn lane, obviously you got to use a suicide lane. But anyway, it's beside the point. I'm kind of excited for this weekend. I'm going out of town with my girl and some friends. We're going to go camping, pirate style, as we like to call it. So I'm kind of stoked about that. I got something to look forward to. But I also have a counseling appointment today with my counselor, and I'm looking forward to that too. I kind of miss talking to him. It's been a minute. Been a couple weeks. So it's needed. It really is. I've made a lot of headway, and I've taken a few steps back, and I need to get myself back on track. Like I said in a previous video, my girl and I had to put our dog down, and she was a huge part of my therapy. And I'm having a hard time dealing with it still. It's not even been 2 weeks yet, and we were planning on taking her on this camping trip with us and like having some fun, and we can't do that now. And it sucks. I mean, I miss her. I miss my dog. I'm not gonna lie. She always seemed to know when I needed her the most. So, not having her around is kind of tough. I mean, I have my cat. He's cool. He's awesome, but I can't take him outside and go play ball. I can't do any of that. I can't. I feel like there's a hole that isn't quite full yet with her gone. I know some of you are probably saying, why the fuck is he crying over a dog? But you really don't understand, if you knew her, if you would understand that she just really wasn't a dog. She was an Australian cattle dog. And she was black and white. Looked a little bit like a cross between a dingo and a Dalmatian. She was totally awesome. But she always knew. She always knew that, whenever something was wrong. And she knew when I needed her. She knew when I needed that moment of just unadulterated love. And she knew how to make me laugh by doing something silly. She had moments where she'd look at you and it seemed like she knew exactly what was going on. And it was almost like she understood. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this dog. I mean, she was so unique. And I'm not dealing well with it. I do hide it from my girl, because she's having her own trouble with it. I mean, she just wasn't ready for her to go. And I understand that. I wasn't either, And, I wake up in the middle of the night and reach down, like where she used to sleep, and she's not there. And, I know she's not there, but, in the middle of the night, after so long of her being there, it's kind of weird. And it was comforting in a lot of ways. Like, she was always there. Some of you might understand, but a lot of you probably won't, So, I don't know how to explain it. She filled a specific role, and that's been taken away, and I don't know how to cope without it. So that's why this year is going to be really rough for me, because she's not here. When she was there for me last year and the year before that, And I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I've got to make it. I've got to make it through. I've got too much stuff going on not to. You know, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I might just end up cooking my ass off for like 4 or 5 days. I'm okay with that. I don't think my girl is. She already complains that I cook too much. But I mean, how do you find something like that to fill a void when the thing that filled that void's no longer around and there is no replacing that connection? I've been trying to figure it out, and it's not easy. It's quite scary. And I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm not coming up with any options. And I don't want to go out and, adopt another dog and not have the time to dedicate to, taking care of it. With me being in school and everything, I just don't have time right now. Neither one of us do. We're both 2 semesters away from, graduating. And I don't know. I can't see bringing another animal in so soon and then just kind of walking away and not dealing with it. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to, the dog. So at least I realize that. At least I understand that, and I'm not being selfish about it. Because a dog is a lot of responsibility, and it's like having a kid. But they have 4 legs and they can't talk. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I can't leave. I've got school. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't think I'm going to do it in the next few days. I think it's going to take a little time. And like I said, it's going to be rough. It's going to be really rough, but I'm going to have to do it. I'm not going to be able to get away from it. But anyway, on to other things. Things that I've noticed as of late, my appetite's decreased. My sleep patterns are all out of whack. Some days I just don't know what end is up. It's kind of entertaining, actually. I get a laugh about it every now and then, but my memory's still shot. It probably will be for a while. I've been doing little things here and there to help me remember, but if I misplace my keys, I spend hours looking for them and they could be right in front of my face and I wouldn't even see them. It's like my brain doesn't associate that and puts 2 and 2 together and says, oh, there are your keys. I've noticed times where, I have gone looking for something and it was right in front of my face, but I just didn't see it. I didn't recognize it. My brain did not associate what I was looking for with, what it was. And That's aggravating to me. That drives me nuts. Um, you know, and I don't know how to fix that. I mean, I know it's a cognitive thing. It's like a recognition, and it's a lot of things, but it just, I don't know how to fix it. But I don't know where it goes from here now. You know, with that. You know, I've tried memory games. I've tried, you know, doing all kinds of stuff, but it just, none of it works. You know, I get frustrated. I get so frustrated. So frustrated, so angry with myself because I know better. You know. And I just don't know. I don't. And I think that's the hardest part. Sorry. Yawning. I don't know why. I've got a long way to go. Where to even like start on something like that? I just don't know. Is there a place? I mean, is there a start point? Is there a way to make this better? Is there, you know, Google only gets me so far, and I just don't know. Google doesn't have any answers. I can't find anything on that's not like out of this world extreme to help me out, short of electroshock or, you know, some shit like that. But and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with getting electrocuted just to, you know, try to rewire my brain. It seems a little outdated, in my opinion. There's got to be something more, something better, something more effective. You know, I don't really feel like I don't feel like me right now, at all. Even from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I don't feel like I'm the same person. I think I've taken a good number of steps back, and it's kind of scary that I realize that, and I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what to do. How do you fix something that's so severely broken that it can't be fixed? Or there's a possibility that it will never be fixed, or, you know, it's impossible to fix. You know, that thought scares me, yeah, and it's crossed my mind. So yeah, it scares the shit out of me. But there's got to be a way. So I have hope for that. You know, I have hope. I hope that there's a way to fix it. I hope there's a way to get past this and, you know, jump over this hurdle or like run through it. You know, but right now I don't see an end to this. I don't. It's just, it's not in the cards right now, you know, but, and I just don't think it's any one factor. I think it's a number of factors that are like influencing what's going on right now, at least in my head. You know, I can't put my finger on all of them, but, you know, I can definitely put my finger on a few of them. But we have to crawl before we walk, I guess. So it's baby steps from here. I do feel very much like a child in a lot of respects. Just because, I am so lost, and I have no idea which direction to go. I mean, I could go back to the days when I was single and didn't really care about anything or anybody but me, and my kids, and not really worry about anything. Or, well, I shouldn't say or, I should say, and in that same process I would lose the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me, and that's Lauren, my girl. And I don't want to do that. I mean, she's been there with me through the worst of it, and she never turns her back on me. She's never once has she turned her back on me for anything to do with this. I mean, yeah, she still gets mad at me, because I just go through moments where I just don't feel like doing anything in it. And, a couple of weeks ago, she didn't have to worry about anything, but as of late, she has to constantly ask me to do stuff around the house, and, to get stuff done, and, make this happen or that happen. And I don't know how to tell her that I'm just not well right now, and I'm afraid to. I mean, I don't want her to worry about me any more than she already does. But, I know she knows something's wrong, and part of her knows why, but I haven't given her details. I haven't told her really anything, and I'm afraid to. I'm afraid that, if I do tell her, that it's not going to turn out well, and I can't handle losing her. Not now, not ever. But, I know I need to tell her, but how do you tell somebody that? I mean, that you're feeling very much like a child, and that you need that kind of, I don't know, mental ass beating in a way. But then again, part of me thinks that, maybe this is just something I have to deal with on my own, and this is a part of, my progress. Maybe taking a few steps back will help me out, and maybe give me a little perspective on what I need to do. But at the same time, what if that's not what I need? What if that's the exact opposite, and if I do that, it makes things worse? I've got to weigh a lot of things and put a lot of things into consideration, and kind of wonder why and how and for how, how I'm gonna do this, and how long it's gonna take, and when will I actually feel like normal again. When will I be able to sit in a restaurant and have my back to the crowd or the rest of the restaurant and not be looking at a door or an exit? When will I be able to, go out in public and not have to look over my shoulder, or, know exactly what's around me and where things are? When will I be able to go to a crowded venue and be able to enjoy a show, like a good concert or something like that, without freaking out? I've had a lot of friends ask if we wanted to go to shows, and I've made excuses for myself as to why we can't go. Whether it be money or school or gas or whatever. I've made excuses. I haven't told them straight out, I can't do it. I can't. I went to the Third Eye Blind show recently. Yes, they did a concert, a one-off for Sonoma County Fair, and it's a small venue, so it was actually pretty cool. I didn't have a lot of people pressing on me because we were seated, and I trusted the people that were there with me impeccably, and there were a few times when it got to be too much, even with them around me. And I tried sucking it up. I tried, just pushing everything down, and I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in those situations. I enjoyed the show, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't relax. I couldn't just kind of like get into the moment. It was a little strange. But, I guess at some point I'll figure it out. Because I do enjoy going to concerts. I enjoy going out and having fun. Being with my friends and, being us. Who cares for an entire, who gives a shit about anything for one day? Just let everything go, leave it at home. I'd love to be able to do that. I don't know though. I don't know how to make it happen. But anyway, till next time.